to briefly go over our Canvas page and syllabus. So strap on and let's check it out. So first thing I want you to do is to open the syllabus document. You can do so by going into our Canvas page, and you'll see under this tab that says Start Here. This is our syllabus. Please open it up and let's check it out together. Let's see. Move the image to the side. Okay, so at the very front page we have my favorite animal, which happens to be the giant panda. We have my email address. Please guys, email me, I'm here to help, and my office hours, and of course if you want to Zoom with me, please let me know. I'm here to help, so just let me know. Also, of course, it's an online class, so if you have to make sure that everything for Canvas is working for you. If you're having any issues, then make sure to see our IT department. They're super helpful. Here we have our course description and course objectives and student learning outcomes. These of course are the directions towards which we will be heading and the outcomes that you can expect to glean from our class. So please be so kind as to check this out. And here I have the intro that I've written for our class, so check it out. Welcome to English 101. I'm so happy to have you join our very own learning community of readers and writers. At its core, the thematic premise that undergirds our course is an attention to the human experience. As this is a composition class, the curriculum is scaffolded to link the action of writing as a social enterprise that constitutes an integral part of what we do as people. Moreover, we'll explore varied aspects that contribute to the human experience. This would include things such as culture, language, politics, and relevantly our relationship with science and technology. We'll consider how the work of writing, and more broadly speaking, composition, impel these things forward. Our adventure awaits us. First bit of news is good news indeed. You don't have to buy a book, because I will provide the readings through Canvas. But we do have what is known as an open educational resource. This is a free resource that is available to you. And of course I'm going to do my very best to go over what you need to know for our class. But if there are still any questions that you have, what this OER, this resource has, is hyperlinks with topics that relate to our class. And if you feel that you are maybe stumped or still having some questions, even though of course I'm here to help and do my best to scaffold our class in a way that answers these questions, but you can always check out this resource and it's very helpful to have there. So please see it for what it is, and which is a useful tool. Next thing guys, we will have an extra credit opportunity. So if you want to do the extra credit, then please get this book. It's called The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, and I do want to show you what that looks like. It's yellow, has this wheel and these characters running on it. What this book is about is habits, right? And habit formation and the psychology behind how it works. And what is more human than that, right? As our class is the human experience, as you saw. So I do want to show you, tell you a little bit about how that will work. So, oh, thought I had it in here. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Very helpful. This search feature is always very helpful. So, basically, this is an essay that you will write based on this book, The Power of Habit. This essay will be due on our very last module, way at the end. But what it is, you will write in at least 3 pages what you learned about habits and habit formation, and you will choose a habit that you want to adopt for yourself. Maybe you want to get to bed earlier, or maybe also you can also choose a habit that you want to get rid of that is maybe hurting you. Maybe you want to detox yourself from your smartphone and not spend so many hours on it, so you could be productive and do your homework and whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe you want to wean off of the smartphone, right? So basically in this essay you will apply what you learned about habits and habit formation, and How will you use these things to either help you adopt a new habit or get rid of a habit that you no longer want? So in at least 3 pages, you're going to write this essay. It's going to be due at the end if you wish to do it. So please, if you're interested in doing the extra credit, which will be 60 points, extra credit points, of course in the gradebook I will set it to 0. So if you don't do it, nothing happens. But if you do it, it's 60 points in your favor, right? So materials, obviously get yourself some highlighters. You have to be an active reader here in college, so make sure to mark up your text, mark up your readings, and annotate, write things that you find surprising, write in the margins. I hope you're doing that for college. It's different from high school, right, where they would discourage us from writing in our books, but in college we want you to write in your books and be actively engaged with what you're reading. Now, I do realize this is an online class, so if you don't wish to print out the articles and the readings and do it with a highlighter, you can also get yourself a tablet. You could get a tablet and a stylus, just something to annotate the readings, because I promise you guys, if you are actively reading, actively responding to the material, then it will make that much more sense and it'll be that much more meaningful. So make sure you have that. And also access to your Canvas account, right? It's an online class. Make sure that everything is working for Canvas. If not, once again, you can go talk to our school's IT support. So our online space, the big thing here, guys, is net etiquette. So my golden phrase that I always think of is this one: remember the human. Of course, when you're online, it's easy to be a keyboard warrior because you just have this disembodied name, this disembodied screen name or avatar. But at the end, right, it's another person just like you and I with their own circumstances and experiences. So please show the same respect that you would show a person when face to face. And this is just as much from student to student. So between yourself and your classmates to yourself and I, right? Student to teacher. Of course, you want to run a spell check whenever sending me a message, right? At the very least. Another thing too, when you do address me, so I'm not your homie or squad or bruh or whatever you may feel compelled to call me. No, I'm your professor at the end of the day, right? Your instructor. So you could call me Mr. Godoy or Professor Godoy. And yeah, so that's the main thing, is netiquette, right? Remember the human. Be respectful towards one another and towards myself. Of course, it is perfectly natural to disagree with an idea of a classmate, but don't attack the person directly, right? Just make it clear that you take contention with their idea or perspective, which is part of living in a society, right? Where we're not all clones of one another, so we will not agree in everything, and that's perfectly normal. At the end of the day, though, I'm doing my best to create a safe space, so it's my prerogative not to allow any hate speech or racial slurs or anything like that. So please remember the human, remember the human. So of course, as an English class, we will have readings, and peppered in throughout our modules, you will have some quizzes, which if you did the reading, then you'll be able to answer what is asked of you. They're low stakes, but if you did the reading, you'll do good. In terms of how our work functions, how the setup is of our class, every week we will have a module that corresponds to that given week, right? This is our first week of our term, of our second half of the semester, so this will fall under module 1, right? And I will publish each module typically Sunday, and I like to publish it bit by bit so you don't get overwhelmed, and just see it like that. Just do the work in each week's module in the most recently published module. So there's no way to make up an entire module, but you do have a late homework pass and late essay pass. So for the late homework pass, that includes everything except for peer review workshops, because that happens in real time, and discussion boards that also happens in real time. So in order to participate in the workshop, you'll have to submit your rough draft in on time, and I'll explain more about that as we get closer to our first one. But you'll have to submit that in on time so that the Canvas system can automatically distribute your drafts, right? The other one is a discussion boards. Those happen in real time, and the conversation happens in real time. So when the deadline comes, that conversation ends and there's no way to respond to one another. So that's why you can't use the late homework pass on that. But what constitutes homework? Everything from worksheets to outlines to write-ups, right? And the varied opportunities that we'll have to write. You can turn that in up to a day late after the due date. Just let me know. Say, hey, Mr. Godoy, I'm going to use my late homework pass on this worksheet, or whatever the case may be. And then you can just email me as an attachment. So for the essays, guys, you can use it on the essays, except for the very last one, our research paper, because that will be due way at the end, and I will dub the king or queen of procrastinators if you try to use it at the end, because after that point it's over, right? And I have to get grades in. So for the essay late essay pass, you can turn it up to 2 days late, and there's no point deduction. Just let me know if you wish to use it. Now, of course, after that, it's a 10% deduction for every day late, yeah? So, if it was me, I would not just use it just because you have it, but use it when you really need it. So, for the discussion boards, of course, this will be part of our modules. Frequently, we will have discussion boards that go alongside the work of our module. This word module, I know I keep saying that, but all the module is the section. I'll show you the section in our Canvas page for the given week, and this section, this chunk here, has all of the work that we will need for the week. Everything from assignment links to worksheets to anything else that you might need goes in our module. So that's what I mean every time that I say module. So within that, sometimes we'll have discussion boards which you'll respond to in at least a paragraph, right? At least 4 meaty sentences, a nice meaty paragraph. And it's disingenuous to call it a discussion board unless there's an opportunity to dialogue with one another. So in addition to responding to whatever the task in that week's discussion board may be, I'll also require you to reply to at least one classmate's post and at least 2 meaty sentences. Current event assignments, that's another assignment that we will have, which I will explain in greater detail as the first deadline for it comes. We'll have major essays. You have to do all the major essays in order to pass the class. I did talk about the Power of Habit book, the extra credit opportunity. So another thing too, guys, turn it in. So when you submit your assignments, just FYI, I have turned on the turn it in filter. What turn it in is a detector for plagiarism. It gives you a similarity report. So one of the huge things in our class, guys, is citation practices, giving credit where credit is due. That is very, very important in our class. So if you're going to use something that is not your own, make sure to properly cite it. Additionally, AIs, I know that's a thing now. Turn it into text for AI. So please just do your work, do your own work, and you'll be fine, right? We'll be fine. So please do your own work, and just know that this turn it in filter is on for each assignment that you turn in. And I know I get this question a lot, and the answer is no, you do not have to make your own turn it in account. This is just something that I am turning on, okay? Another thing too, guys, is we have our own chat room in our Canvas. This is a place where if you want to ask a question, then you can shoot your question into the chat room, see if you can get a response there before reaching out to myself. So, of course, guys, as an online class, log in, do the work, you'll be in attendance. Here is the information for our tech support, their website and their phone number. They're super, super, super helpful. I remember once I needed help installing an application, no, not installing, but It's an application called Spark. That's this one, Spark, which is cool because it lets you have your personal email inbox as well as your school one, and you can see it all in one place. I was having trouble setting that up, so I went to our tech support and they helped me out. Basically, guys, you can take your computer and they'll help you, and they're super useful resource, right? And did anybody say free? Yes, I said free. It's a free resource. Here's the phone number, or you can visit them. In terms of your submissions, please be so kind as to format them as either doc, docx, or PDF. A lot of times when people are using Google Docs, it gets complicated. I don't know if you've ever had the situation where you get a Google Doc and you can't open it because the sender did not give permission to the recipient, and or it just gets messy. Please just format it as one of these. Okay, you guys can revise your paper, just let me know. And except for the research paper, right? Because that's at the very end and the semester's over after that. Just let me know, and then you can submit it up to 4 days after it has been graded. The Writing Center, guys, they have a new location. It's a brand new state-of-the-art room in the new state-of-the-art education building, ED 113. Please, guys, this is a writing class, so it's an invaluable resource. Please, they're there to help, guys. Student counseling. So in addition to getting support for your classes, we also have a mental health counselor, and this is all located inside of the health center building. Basically, it's a clinic. Did you guys know that? Like, if you're sick, you can go in there and get free help. I went in there, the lady I spoke to, Yolanda, was so nice. They have shampoos, even like a little pantry area with canned goods and shampoo and toothbrush and toothpaste and things that you might need. So sometimes too, guys, we just need to talk to somebody. Know that they have mental health counselors there just if you need to talk to someone, and this is all free, guys. So DSPS, this is the organization in our school that is in charge of any accommodations that you might need. You go to them ASAP, and they'll give you a form which you share with myself and your other teachers to get any accommodation for the class that you might need. The grade breakdowns. The grade breakdown is here. Essentially, we'll have peer review workshops, and all you have to remember, though, to not complicate your life, is just do the work in each module, the most recently published modules, and you'll be fine. What this has is just a little bit of information of some of the types of assignments that you will find within these modules, okay? As long as you do the work within that given week's module, then you'll be good. Here's the dog. He's happy that we made it to the end, and you made it to the end of our syllabus. Here is our calendar. So that is our syllabus, and let's take a quick look at our Canvas page. Of course, you see here the home page, right? So we have this start here section. We have the, let's just go through it. Let's absolutely do that. Welcome letter. The welcome letter has logistical information that you need, such as when the class starts, when the class ends, the OER link that I mentioned, the course link for our class, the Power Up habit, ISBN number if you wish to know which one it is, and just information that you need. And that's the welcome video. The next thing that we have is my communication plan. This is a form that I have created. Oh, sometimes the internet is slow. Oh, there we go. Let's just take a look at it through here. So this just says ways that you can contact me through my email, through the Canvas inbox, through the Canvas chat room. I'll get back to you in 24 hours or less. I'll do my best to. I'll communicate with you through the weekly videos that I will create for each module. Of course, your email, your inbox, mostly your email. So please, that's why I'm going to plug this application once again, Spark. Please download it. I recommend it because it lets you have your personal email and your school email. You need a place where you can have access to all your boxes in one place. And of course, you'll interact with one another through the discussion boards and the chat room. And I'm going to create this space for you to interact with one another. And remember, once again, if you want to set up a Zoom meeting with me, just let me know, guys. All right, so let's return. So the next thing that we have, of course, is the syllabus, which we just finished looking at. So this is the Open Educational Resource. Okay, the Writing Center. Here is their homepage. Here's their link. And once again, it's a very invaluable resource considering that this is a writing composition class. They're there to help. I remember when I was in grade school, there was a strange stigma about, you know, going to the tutoring, going to the writing center, even though we didn't have a writing center, but going to the tutoring. But no, actually, guys, because there was a stigma. It's like, oh, only dumb people go for help. Or no, actually, only people who want to grow and develop and actually do better and do well go, guys. And the Writing Center, you know, they're so helpful, so professional. And even, guys, if you don't even have anything written, you just want to talk out your ideas, and it's a helpful place to go in. So there's their link. Next thing, here's the flyer for their information for this semester. All right, the next thing that we have, team building activity. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so throughout the semester, this is not for points, but it's a fun place where we can build community. This will be ongoing throughout the semester. It's a place where you can share a picture of your pet iguana, of your pet cricket, of your pet hamster, your pet snake, I don't know, your pet tarantula, you tell me, or even maybe a video of, you know, a cool music video you found, or a funny GIF or funny meme. Of course, everything within reason, but this is a place where you can share what you wish to share. Like, you know, maybe you saw a video of a cute animal on YouTube and you want to share that. I don't know. I actually do want to show you how to do that. How to, we'll start with a picture and my favorite cat. We'll start with my favorite type of cat, which is a British short-haired cat. And I'm going to show, oh, this is a cute one. Okay, so obviously you get the picture and you can save it on your computer, right? I like to drag it out. Perfect. So the way to attach the picture to this, go to reply, and you can go to insert, you can go to image, you can go to upload image, you go to upload image, and you go to where the document, sorry, where the image that you saved is, in this case our cat, right? So we go ahead and attach that there, and let's go ahead and make a cat. So I'm going to put, meow, I'm your class cat, give me a name, give me a name. Alright, so that is that. That's how you post the picture. Now, if you want to post a video, let me go ahead and show you how that works. So let's pretend we go to YouTube, and I don't, let's see, we want to put Dodgers highlights. Let's take a look here. I don't know if they won or lost this one, but let's say we want to share this video. So go to share, go to embed. This is important, guys. You don't want to copy this link because this is just a share link, but you want to copy the embed code. So you see that? You saw that? Share, embed. Copy all of this, copy this, okay? So there's the video. Once again, you go to reply, and this time you go again insert, but you want to go to embed because this is where you're going to paste the embed code, paste it, and boom, there's the video, post reply. Pretty cool, huh? So this team building activity will be ongoing throughout the semester. It's a place, once again, you could share things, so of course within reason. So it's not for points, it's for funsies. Alright, so that is that one. This here, guys, is this week's work. Please check it out, and just you could go in order. We have this video you're watching, the icebreaker, and let's go ahead and check that out. So obviously the very first thing I want you to do, upload your picture to Canvas. We were talking about netiquette a moment ago, and you have to please upload a picture of yourself, because you know it's easier to be a keyboard warrior if you know there's nothing there, but we have a picture. It's like this is an actual person, right? So you go to account, you go to profile, and you just click the picture there, and it gives you opportunity to upload your picture. So that's the very first thing that I ask you to please do. And of course, tell us, who are you, what is your major if you have one, something you'd like to share about yourself. And let's see, also please reply to another person, to a classmate. So you can either type in your introduction, or you can do it as a video. You could go to insert, and you go to media, upload record media, and you go to here to record, and it allows you to record your own introduction. So whether you choose to type it out or record it, or if you don't want to do video, you just want to do audio, you go to no video and you start recording, and this here will record the audio. So whatever you choose to do, please do that, whether writing or media. Of course, remember, respond your classmate. This, after going over this video, please take this little quiz. It's just frequently asked questions. And here is our lesson. We start with clauses, transitions, and paragraphs. Oh my, here's the documents you need, and the video for the lesson that goes with it, right? So that is that. And yes, that is the week that we have. That is the work that we have for this week. Thank you so. Oh, one last thing. Here's the chat room, and I'm gonna put here, hello, welcome to English 101, and let's go ahead and put an animal, a panda bear. All right, and of course you can always check your grade through Canvas. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please let me know.